Welcome to the second part of the tutorial for the warranty and return feature of the application. In this part, we will be covering the process of making a new request and editing it. Now let's learn how to create a new request. You can begin the process by clicking the Add New button. In the Open dialog, you have the option to choose whether you'd like to insert a manual RGA or have the system generate one. You can also specify if the request is customer based or inventory based. We can choose manual and enter 200. Before selecting the choose from inventory checkbox, you can search for a customer and select one. Every request is customer based by default, so if you decide the request should be inventory based, you'll need to choose the warehouse from the drop down menu. For example, we can choose default warehouse. Let's choose a customer called Parsa. After choosing the customer, you can specify whether you're submitting a return or a warranty request. Let's go with the warranty. In the next step, you can either provide a part number or search for one. Let's search for TV001. After choosing the part, you can either submit the request without providing more information, which will leave it incomplete, or you can click the next button and proceed to the next step. In this step, you need to choose from the available items for this part. Let's select the second one and go forward. This step is the part information step, which will provide you the information about the part. You can read through it and go to the next step. In this step, you'll be asked to upload any required documentation. Some parts allow various types of documentations to be uploaded, while others may only accept specific file types. For this part, we are required to upload 2 documents. Let's choose our files. As you can see, when you choose an image, you'll have options on the top bar that allow you to edit the image, and options on the bottom bar that allow you to undo changes, zoom in, zoom out, and more. Let's click the Done button to upload the file. If you'd like to remove any of the uploaded files, simply click on the X button and it will be removed, and you can choose another file to upload. Let's press the next button. As you can see, the request is submitted and you can find it in the request list. And the status is wait for an operator. You can accept it by clicking on the accept button. Now let's see how can we access the part support request information page. On the request list, the very first button on the first column will take you to that page. On this page, the operator can engage in chats with both the customer and the vendor by selecting the relevant tab. Each message in the customer chat can be deleted or shared, but only deletion is possible in the vendor chat. Let's take a look at the vendor chat as well. Here, as you can see, there is no vendor assigned to this chat. So we can search for a vendor here, or we can choose from the system suggestions. We can select this vendor and it will be assigned to this product. Now we can chat here with the vendor and we can choose to share files here. As you can see, there are several buttons in the top right corner of this page that we will explore. The very first button is for generating a link to share the entire request and its information. Next to the link, there are 2 buttons that allow you to either copy the link or regenerate it. If you click on the Advanced Config button, you can set the expiry date for the generated link. The second button is for the driver form. You can select the driver from the drop-down menu and modify the information provided by the driver, then save the changes. Let's search for a test driver and select it. Then you can change the information and save it. The third button opens a dialog for additional information about the car on which the part was installed on. You can fill out the form and save the changes by clicking on the Save button. For example, it can be Audi. Then we can save the information. The fourth button is for printing the entire request. If you click on it, it will lead you to a printed page containing all the information available for the request. As you can see, you can have all the details on this page. The next button is for editing the request information. In this dialog, you can change various aspects of the request. On the first tab, you can choose to change its type and its RGA. So we can change it from warranty to return, and also we can change the RGA here. Or we can choose to have auto RGA. On the next tab, you can modify the part or the serial number of the product for which the request is submitted. On the following tab, you can review the request and compare its before and after versions. So as you see here, the only thing that changed was the RGA. Finally, by clicking the update request button, the changes will be applied to the request. As you see now, the request is changed to 201. Lastly, the button in the top right corner of the page will remove the request from the system. You just need to choose the proceed button, and the request is removed from the list. That covers everything for creating and editing a request.